descend to maintain 2074.
Who am I?
I'm at 504, descend to maintain 3000. 3000, coming 504.
And for Type 724 reserve crafting Nevada.
In my 20s, I dream of flying a plane. Due to having glasses, I thought it's not possible. In mid-2016, I started to have foggy vision. After I checked out, the doctor said I have cataract in both my eyes. Wow! I really never expect this. I felt like taking a trip to the moon, jumping up and down. I'm filled with excitement. But the unexpected turns out into my reality. The cold, hard truth. I need to step into divorce. My mom said her final goodbye, and my family broke apart. I stepped into a solitude journey. This is the best journey I ever experienced. It was super challenging. My achievement, the award-winning author, from housewife to pilot, the beginning.
I'm at 504, descend to maintain 3000. 3000, coming 504.
I'm Keiko. I'm here holding your hands, guiding you every steps to discover your potential, harness that energy, bring it to your reality, and make your dreams come true.
I'm at 504, ready to speed of 170 per tower space. You get following Boeing 727, 1 o'clock, 6 miles right base, sending out at 3500.
Hello and welcome to Tuesday with Keiko. Today, my guest speaker is Dr. Elena Pawęta. Dr. Elena Pawęta is an expert in communication and leadership and a certified business trainer, founder of the training company IDEAS+LEADERS, which helps increase work efficiency in organizations through the development of employees in the areas of communication and leadership. She lectures at the Warsaw School of Economics and collaborates with other leading business schools around the world, such as the University of Nevada in Reno and Strathmore University in Nairobi. She also speaks at the Economic Forum in Karpacz and other academic conferences, presenting her scientific research on international entrepreneurship. She is the mentor for startups in acceleration programs. For 10 years, she has been involved in organizing TEDx conferences in Poland, where she trains speakers and manages organizational teams. Additionally, since 2020, she has been hosting the popular English language podcast IDEAS+LEADERS, dedicated to topics of communication and leadership in business. As part of the podcast, she has already conducted over 200 interviews with managers, entrepreneurs, and leadership experts. Welcome, Elena.
Hello, Keiko. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Elena, share with the audience a little bit about yourself.
So first of all, thank you very much for inviting me.
You're welcome.
It's a pleasure to be on your show. About me, I am my passion is communication. I am a business trainer. I work with corporations on their communication skills, leadership communication skills. I work with individuals on their impactful presentations, on their TED Talks. I work with people who want to speak on big stages, preparing them for their big talks. And I also work with startups, working on their pitches. I work at the university and I'm working with students. So I basically everything I do is connected with empowering people in being better leaders and better communicators. Also, I have been organizing TEDx events for the last 10 years. I'm a TEDx coach and organizer and a team leader for TEDx Warsaw Women, and I'm a podcast host as well. My podcast is called IDEAS+LEADERS. It is about leadership and communication, of course, my topics. So this is very shortly what I do, and also privately, I have 2 daughters, so I'm passionate about empowering women in being better leaders and better entrepreneurs. I love running, love dancing, and sports in general. So this is shortly about me.
Would you like to share how you cope with the journey of transformation in your life, especially being a public speaker? As we know, public speaking is nerve-wracking, and many people, even though experienced speaker, they will feel that nerve-wracking moment when they are on stage speaking. So how do you overcome that fear?
Yeah, so the public speaking journey was definitely a journey of transformation for me, because I was not born a speaker.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was very shy at school. I would not raise my hand when the question was asked, because I was afraid that I will say something wrong. And
Same here. Me too.
yes, and I think that many of us can relate to this, because
Yes.
we are not born as speakers, but we can develop those skills. So at a certain level of my career, when I started working with people, I started working with students, I realized that I want to work on this skill. I started developing it, and step by step, first I joined Toastmasters organization, which helped me to practice more. Then I did many courses on public speaking, on communication. I did a trainer certification. So I did many steps that led me to the place where I started coaching other people on effective communication. But for me, it is still an ongoing journey. I don't think that anyone can say that, oh, now I know how to speak in public, and then this is it. It's like, riding a bicycle. This is not, because this is an ongoing journey, and we always have something to improve. We always have something to work on. So I would not say that definitely it was a transformation for me, but I wouldn't say that it is, an overnight transformation or an overnight success. It is something that you start practicing, and then you just need to do it over and over and over again. I would give you an analogy with sports, for example. If you are doing any kind of sports, let's say dancing, for example. So I love Latin dancing, salsa and bachata dancing. And I was dancing a lot, but then I had a break. I had a very intense time in business, and I had several years of break from practicing. And then I came back, and I realized that I don't remember everything, and I'm not good in styling, or I don't remember all of the combinations, and I have to start all over again and remember and practice. So I think this is the same in communication, in public speaking. This is something that you just need to do constantly.
Practice.
So what I would recommend to find a coach. I would recommend to find a speaking club where you can practice it regularly, so that you can, continue practicing this skill.
Yeah.
And this is how you become more confident, and this is how you get rid of this, nervousness. It's just you practice.
Yeah, I remember when I took up a course, and there's an assignment that I have to speak in front of a video camera. I guess I did it somewhere 80 times to 100 times. That was the very first time that I did it, so kind of stressful.
Yes,
And
definitely. So first time you do it for 80 times, then next time you do it for 70, 50, and when you have assignment number 20, maybe it's 5 times is enough for you.
that's right. And how you step into a breakthrough?
Breakthroughs, I think, in your life, in your career, is something that happens when you step out of your comfort zone
Yeah,
every time. And with public speaking, for example, you have to do it all the time.
that's
Because
right.
if you don't step on the small stage, which is or speak in front of the camera for the first time, then you will not go to a bigger stage. If you're not speaking on a bigger stage, then you'll not be invited for an international stage. And this is what I feel in for myself, that in my business, when I'm doing something out of my comfort zone that I would never do, like I remember first time I did recordings of the videos, promotional videos for my business. It was not super comfortable. I had the full makeup on, and I was posing and
Mm.
doing some short, like reels, short talks. And then I thought that, okay, maybe, I don't know if it's going to work. But then after I posted it, I got so many proposals for cooperation from different people.
Wow,
So
that's nice.
apparently, this step out of my comfort zone, which I was not sure about if I want to do it, if it's worth doing it, it led to new opportunities. And then those opportunities led me to different opportunities. And now I still keep getting some offers to work with me through recommendations. So someone who worked with me, they keep recommending me. So I think that it works like this, that when you do something that maybe you think that you're not really ready to do it, or maybe this is not necessarily in your comfort zone, then it can lead to many breakthroughs in your career. So
Mm.
I would definitely recommend to try doing new things, maybe even hard things, things that you think that they are not very comfortable, because very often those things can lead to breakthroughs.
Amazing. And how do you gain clarity of what you love doing?
I think that this is an ongoing process for many
Yeah,
people. As I
that's right.
see that we try doing different things, and we experiment, and we start doing something new. Mm, I think that this is how you gain clarity. Is you just need to try doing many different things, and also don't be afraid to fail in those things.
Mm.
I think that
I think
failing in some
that
of
is
the things,
important.
not doing them perfectly,
Mm.
is absolutely okay. So the more you try, the more things you try, the more, and also using your intuition is so important, because very often we see someone doing something and we're like, oh, this is great, maybe I should do that. Or we are seeing that something is fashionable or trendy, and we're like, oh, maybe I should do this. So
Mm.
I would say that listen to your intuition, and what is something that inspires you and that makes you happy and that brings you joy, and not necessarily copy someone else. So I see many entrepreneurs, many of from my network, who changed what they do, uh, like completely 100%. They started doing something, and then they realized that maybe this is not it, and they changed. They're still in business, but the business is different. So I would recommend to try different things, to adapt to what is happening, and don't be afraid to fail. I recently saw this interview with an actor, William Defoe, who
Mm-hmm.
said that sometimes he's just experimenting with trying to fail. So when you're doing something, and this is so unusual for our culture, I really loved it. When you're doing something, try to do it wrong, try to fail. For example, try to, as an actor, try to act badly, try to be a bad actor, or try to fail something. We never think in those terms. We always think about succeeding and earning millions and becoming famous, and this is what is in our culture. And when we don't, we kind of feel guilty, and we kind of feel shame that, oh, I did not do it in the right way. But I think it shouldn't be like this. So we should have failures as part of our journey. Okay, I failed in this, next thing, failed, next thing, next one. And by doing this, you are getting closer and closer to clarity, to what is yours and what you should be doing, not necessarily what others are doing and is fashionable right now. So try as many things as possible.
Having that perspective that this time I'll try how I will make it feel. Perhaps that will shift our perspective, that we will not put so much concentration on, oh, what if I can't do it? What if I can't make it?
Yes, absolutely. And, in everything, I mean, I have this perspective in everything as a podcast host, for example, and you will understand me as you're also having interviews with guests. I had over 200 interviews. And I remember when I did my first episodes, I tried to be as polished, as perfect as possible. Every word I say, everything I discuss. But then the more I got into it, the more I allowed myself for, being more casual in conversations, or asking, uncomfortable questions sometimes, provoking my guests sometimes. And the more I did it, the more interesting the episodes are. So I'm like, oh, so let's do more of this. Let's do more of, experimenting and maybe not being perfect sometimes, because sometimes out of this interesting things happen. So definitely not being perfect and even failing sometimes in what you do is a great lesson.
Yeah, that is so true. What is the takeaway for our viewers?
Well, definitely don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to try new things. Try as many things as possible, not only in your area, but also in other areas. Look what other people are doing, get inspired by that. And don't be afraid to fail, because the more you fail in your area of expertise, the better you become. As a public speaker, I failed so many times on the stage, on big stages. Sometimes my slides did not work. My voice did not work. I caught a cold one time and I lost my voice on stage, and I was whispering to the microphone. I can, count many things. I was interrupted a couple of times. I forgot what I wanted to say. So, and every time, everything that happened, it kind of led me to the understanding that first, like, what else could happen that I need to be stressed about? Like, I'm fine. I'll be fine. I will survive. And on the other hand, it makes you stronger. So definitely, that don't be afraid to not being perfect and making mistakes, because nobody cares in the end, and you are getting better and better and better.
So true. Nobody cares. This is so powerful, because in our mind we will think that everybody cares.
Yes, that everybody is thinking of me and looking at me, but in fact, we are just a tool for passing on the information. So they actually care about the message that we want to convey, not about how we look or how we speak.
How we speak.
Yeah, yeah.
That is really a great laugh after we appear on stage or on cameras.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing your insights today with us. And before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to add or any message you want to leave our audience with?
Yeah, thank you very much, Keiko, for inviting me. It was a pleasure to talk to you and to your viewers. So, I'm inviting everyone to reach out to me, to connect on LinkedIn, on Facebook, Instagram. If you're interested in developing your communication skills for yourself or your team, then reach out. If you're interested in becoming a TEDx speaker, reach out. So, or you could just write to me a LinkedIn message and to say hi and to connect. I would always be happy to have new online connections.
This is great. We appreciate your time and expertise. Where can our audience find you?
So it's LinkedIn, my website, my name and surname.com. It's Instagram. It's Facebook. I have personal and professional Facebook pages. So I guess on all social media, if you try to find me, then you'll find me because I'm the only one with such a name and surname. So it is going to be easy.
Fantastic. We'll sure be include all those links in the YouTube description box. Thank you once again for being with us today. It's been a pleasure. And to our audience, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this interview, please subscribe and leave us a review or share it with others who might find it interesting. Until next time, goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.